Okay, y'all, so your girl Madam is back on July the 20th, so you already know we gotta get you ready. Make sure that you're all caught up. So I'm gonna be telling you what happened on the second half of the second season. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so go ahead and fasten your seatbelts because we're about to take a ride. Now, after Teresa killed herself and the baby, this changes Fuego forever. Blue calls Amp and tells him that Madam wants to talk to him, but he refuses. Meanwhile, Miss Tandy tries to get her emotional support dog back, but Madam isn't having it. Detective Davis blames Doc and says that Teresa was running from him, and Madam shows up and has to save him. Now we are going to meet Lotus, and we see that she is quite jealous, and we learn that she has an arranged marriage with the concierge. We're also going to meet Jenna, aka the devil in the blue dress. Dime is going to show up to talk to Amp, and well, you remember what happened with all them dishes. They was flying everywhere. Now Detective Davis is going to arrest Kenny, aka Doc. Amp is going to get kidnapped. We are going to meet the junkyard guy's brother Dexter, and let me just say, this guy is just way too mean and creepy. Now we are also going to find that Miss Patty just stayed doing the most. She's going to try to set up Babyface. Miss Tandy and the judge enlist Lotus for their help to get at Madam. Blue has a house guest. Fuego questions Eden. He wants to know if it's a criminal enterprise. Now the infamous pool scene is going to happen, and we're going to see that Detective Davis is going to try to pull a fast one when she bugs Doc's jacket. Now we're also going to find out that Casanova is hella sketch. Turns out Casanova is actually an op, y'all. Now Tommy is going to go and talk to Fuego to try to see where his mind is. We're also going to meet Big D, y'all, from Texas. Madam's going to find out that Amp has been kidnapped, and of course she's going to go get him. Now we're going to meet Fernando, the concierge's brother. Trouble is going to try to jump Casanova, and let's just say it was a failed mission. Babyface is going to confide in Midnight after he tosses Patty over the balcony. Of course it was an accident, y'all. Anyway, y'all, we're going to see that Madam is going to rescue Amp, and she's going to off Dexter. Now she's also going to get kidnapped at the same time by some cops. Blue and Jenna are gonna get busy, and Madam is going to find a way to crash the car while Tommy and Amp and Blue are going to go and save her, because yes, she has trackers. Now we are going to see that the concierge does know that Lotus has something to do with Madam's kidnapping. He's going to warn her to stay away, but of course she's not going to listen to him. Tommy and the gang are going to find Madam. She's going to confirm with the concierge that it was indeed Lotus. Madam and Amp are going to kind of make amends. Amp lost his $785,000, and he has to go back and work at the club. Now of course Madam is going to find out that Casanova is a cop, and she is going to set him up in the worst way ever, and all I'm going to say is that he was walking kind of funny, y'all. Fill in the blanks there. Amp becomes a ho-ho-ho. Detective Davis tries to flip Fuego, and Madam buys herself a very expensive insurance policy. Trouble is even more suspicious of Casanova and really wants to find out what he's up to. Amp continues to try to hurt and torture Dime. Madam's most coldest plan ever goes off without a hitch, y'all. Somebody broke into Fuego's place, left a dead body who happened to be his ex Sandra, put his finger on the trigger and shot. Now it looks like he's the one who killed her, and we all know this was all Madam's plan. Now Fuego is going to end up calling Doc to get help with his little issue, and he's going to end up calling Madam to help Fuego. Now Fuego is indebted to Madam, but unfortunately Fuego just doesn't get it. The judge and Miss Tandy still don't seem to learn, because they're still trying to work with Lotus in order to get at Madam. Now we all know that there was that infamous pool scene, and we don't need to rehash that. You can definitely go look at the clip. Now it seems that none of the parties involved seem to learn their lesson, so they're going to take a second attempt at Madam. Madam's going to figure out who did it, and she's going to go after each and every one of them. First after Miss Tandy, where she's going to end up killing 2 of her boy toys, and then Miss Tandy's going to snitch everybody out. Madam pays the judge a visit where she literally shocked her to death. Then she moves on to have Blue and Tommy kidnap Lotus. After she kidnaps Lotus, Lotus thought it was a game and ended up losing her head, like literally losing her head. Fuego decides to turn himself in because that made sense. Rayshawn shows back up and wants his job back. The concierge gets a package with Lotus's head. Fernando finds his wife. Turns out she was at Blue's house the entire time. He goes to get her, and there's a shootout. Blue goes flying through the window, and you know, Babyface gets arrested, and then Doc also gets arrested on purpose so that he could end up in the same jail cell with Fuego, because Madam had Casanova go and set this up with the detective, because of course she has Casanova in her pocket at this point, y'all. Oh, did I mention that nobody believed Fuego's story? And yes, he ended up in a jail cell as well. Fuego, you should have just let it go. Now you would think that this was enough drama for this video to be over with, but of course it doesn't stop there, because last but not least, your boy Amp decided that he was going to get busy with this girl after trying to make Dime jealous. And because he was drinking and he was so high, he didn't even notice that there was a shower hook. And when he went to go and put her up against the wall, he put her head all the way in that shower hook, y'all. I mean, it was the most hideous noise I have heard, period. So anyway, y'all, now Amp has a body, or another body we should say, and Midnight sees him and now he has to help him out. But while these two are trying to take the body out, Dime walks in, and that's where the season ended, y'all. Now guys, I hope this video was able to help you get caught up on all the Queen's men. Now of course, this is not all the shenanigans that went down. There's so much drama that goes down on all the Queen's men, and I have a video for each and every episode, so definitely go and check out the playlist so that you can see everything that was going on. Leave your comments down below about what you thought about the second half of the second season. Meanwhile, if you like this video, make sure to go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to your girl channel. Turn on your notifications so that you do not miss out on any of my future All the Queen's Men's talk. Until next time, guys, peace.